Welcome back, everybody, to Rock Resurgence Radio. My name is Chad, the host, and as you can see, we got a plethora of people on the show today, and they should be all familiar. They've all been on the channel before, but let's go around and introduce yourselves and tell us where we can find your shit so we can get your plugs in. Start with Bryan.
All right. Well, thanks for having me back. I got a bunch of shit going on. Catch me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at HP Basement. Always talking music there. Got my Station Head show on the app. Download the app every Friday night at 8:30. Check out deep tracks from hair metal. And I got a YouTube channel now, so definitely check that out. Actually, in the next couple of weeks, I got a new co-host. His name is Bergie. I don't know if you guys heard of him. He did his last job. I'm fucking with you. But no, definitely check out the Hairband Basement on the YouTubes.
For sure. Patrick.
I'm Patrick. You can follow me on Twitter or X at coolazice232. And I'm on channels.
Yeah.
I'm not cool enough to have my own shit. I don't have my own Friday night radio show.
You could.
You could. Yeah. So cool. Well, I'll put everybody's stuff up too when it comes to time. Let's move on to Jason. What you got going on?
Hey, thanks for having me back. Always enjoy these talks we have. My shit will be down there, just like Chad said. So definitely check those out. And again, it's just a pleasure. I'm the resident expert from as Bryan so eloquently says, the 51st state.
Very good.
Right. We need a Canadian to talk about the greatest American band ever. Well, let's do this.
Well, if you couldn't tell by the shirts we're wearing, today's episode is about Van Halen. What we did is we had a little draft, similar to a fantasy football draft. Went and did a whatever you call it to get the order, and AI picked the order actually. And we went in order and picked our favorite songs all the way from 1 to number 40, and we're going to start at number 40 with Bryan.
Well, let me say a few things about this. First, I got fucked again. I was last on the draft, which I thought was hilarious.
AI fucking doesn't like you either.
But with this, it was like I wasn't. Because the last one I did with you guys was the AC/DC one. And this one, I wasn't like, shit, I really wanted that song. If it was good, it was going to be on the list. And there's plenty of other goddamn great songs for me to pick from. I was not worried during this draft. There was only one song I didn't get. I was like, fuck, I wanted that one. But with that said, my first pick was, we're kind of from the lower ones, right? We're not counting our first ones.
Yep, you're number 10.
Got it right. All right. Sinner's Swing from Fair Warning. Fantastic album. They went darker on this. I mean, just great stuff. My second favorite album by them. And I don't know what it is with this album. Michael Anthony's bass just sounds fucking dirty and mean on this one. I don't know what they did with his sound or in the mix, but just fucking great shit. I always like the line, danger in the rearview mirror. There's trouble up ahead. Badness bringing up the rear. There's a menace loose again. She looks so fucking good, so sexy and so frail. Something's got the bite on me. I'm going straight to hell. And that groove in this whole song is just fucking epic. Great fucking tune. That's my first one.
Cool pick.
Yeah, I like your first one. And that is a great album. You're right. And I'll just, if we're going to talk about this, it is, I wish... Well, I said like my gateway to Van Halen, so I wasn't aware because I was too young, but I wish Van Halen would have stayed that dark and that heavy.
I would have loved to hear another album like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There was something to it, right? And I don't know if it was the fractured relationship with Dave and Eddie after that or whatever, but I think that album is peak David Lee Roth. He hasn't written lyrics like that since. That's just my thing.
I'm with you on that. Yeah. And you're right. There was just something must have happened between Women and Children first and that, where all of a sudden they just went fucking dark with it, and it kills. Fucking killer album.
Great album.
I love that record too for both reasons, and I'll agree with Jason that he never wrote lyrics again that were anywhere near as good as that.
No.
That's a phenomenal set of lyrics to that record.
I agree. Totally agree.
Great album. Great album. I don't have anything to add. That was perfectly said. So we go on to me with the controversial pick of the draft. All the way at number 39, we got Jump from the album.
All right, you're out.
Yeah, you were the asshole. So
Yeah, I thought fans were going to start making lists here, but I stand corrected.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, it's their most popular song. It had to make the list. I mean, I couldn't. I mean, the last pick I had in the draft, I had to pick it. It's the first song I ever really was introduced to Van Halen on. I remember hearing it so my best friend's name is Jamie, and his parents had this big red fucking Cadillac DeVille. And I heard it on the radio the first time in that vehicle. And both Jamie and I just kind of looked at each other and went, shit, that was good. And so kind of my introduction to Van Halen, because I didn't know the early stuff. I went back to the earlier stuff afterwards. And I just thought it was a great song. Yeah, it may be overplayed and maybe kind of cheesy, but you know what? At the end of the day, I ain't skipping it. So
I would. There's a reason why it was 39. It's no reason for it. But like I'm the same way. That was my intro to Van Halen.
Yep, me too.
And heard it on the radio. I'm like, I'm gonna get this album. And I don't know if you guys had it was a kind of like a Best Buy back in the 80s when they had like, albums and cassettes and computers and TVs and stereos and everything in this place called Crazy Eddie.
Circuit City type place.
Yeah, kind of like that. Place called Crazy Eddie. Though anyone that's from the New York area knows the commercial.
I've heard of Crazy Eddie.
Yeah. And I went in there with my mom, 12-year-old me, who was like, I'm gonna buy this album. Tell my mother, I'm gonna go get this. Go grab the thing. And I go back to my mom, and she's talking to someone that works there, like someone like 16, 17, good looking girl. 12-year-old me's like, oh, all right. And I'm holding this thing to tell my mom I'm gonna go buy it. And this girl's talking to my mother about selling whatever bullshit, and then stops, looks at the cassette, goes, that's a great album, and goes back to talking to my mother. And I was like, pretty girl likes this album. I definitely have to get this now.
Must buy record now.
Yeah, must buy cassette. And yeah, once you get past that goofy synth goddamn instrumental in 1984 and then Jump, that rest of that fucking album just kills. And I was hooked ever since then.
Yeah.
Like you went back and bought all the earlier shit and been a fan ever since.
You went backwards from that?
Yeah. I was only 12, I was what, 6 or 7 when the debut came out.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't into music then.
Well, for me too, and then my mom had a friggin' stroke when I asked her for that record, and she came home and said, do you know what's on? It is a baby smoking. And it's like, so that was my first foray, because that was like my first 2 metal bands were, it coincided almost the same year, was the Metal Health in 1984.
Same with me.
Yeah, and then I went from that, because country, whatever your parents listen to, so there's a lot of country music and the Beatles, thank God. But
that was Motown.
I'm
a big Motown fan.
Yeah, so for those 2, and it's like girls fuck the boys, what they thought, and a baby smoking. So your parents tell you that, and oh my God, that's where my first $20 from my paper route money. I remember it well. Collected the money, went right to Kmart, and I bought those 2 cassettes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then off and running after that.
Yeah, that was mine. Those 2 were my intro as well.
Yeah.
Cool. See, starts the conversation.
That's right.
So we're on to number 38 with Patrick's pick.
From the final album, if you will, Beats Working. I loved that song. I thought I loved everything about A Different Kind of Truth.
That's a great album.
I know a lot of people it just didn't work for them, and I couldn't stop listening to it. I thought it was fantastic. The only thing I didn't like was Tattoo.
That is the worst song. I'm with you on that.
Yep. Yeah. And Beats Working's fantastic. Sounds like it could have been on, the first or second Van Halen record. It's just great with a real sing-along chorus, and Dave was in fine form there. Lyrics were kind of hokey, but I don't think Dave's written great lyrics in a long time. So,
well, see that I thought it was a great album. I was surprised how good it was when I got that.
Yeah, I was blown away.
And I think the only real drawback, two things: Dave's voice, and it wasn't always great, but you can tell the years took a hit on his throat. And the second thing that was missing was Michael Anthony's background vocals.
Amen.
Yeah.
I think that him and Eddie's background vocals give Van Halen their sound. And not to knock, I'm not knocking Wolfie. The guy can play, but he doesn't have the same voice. And I think those are the only two drawbacks. But a lot of those songs were written way before, Wolfie was even alive. Like that Beats Working was what's the song? It was originally Put Out the Lights.
Yeah.
If you listen to that demo, which is a good song actually, you can hear that riff throughout the song. So they just revamped old stuff they had. But yeah, I'm with you. That's a really good album.
Great song. Yeah.
And I have a problem with that album. Sorry, boys.
Hey, totally. You're with the majority, man.
My thing is this, and forgive me, and I was trying to poke around YouTube on what artists said it. Hair Metal Guru had an interview, and one of his interview guys said, I want to say it was Leverty. Leverty said when he was asked about new album and B-sides and stuff, and it was like, if it's not good enough to be on a record, then we don't have anything. So that moves to a different kind of truth where it's all B-sides and throwaways. So for me, it was just thrown together because they needed an album. Nothing really spoke to me on the record. Dave's voice was shot. And then I saw the tour, actually. I saw the tour because I wanted to see it. I wanted to see a Van Halen front of Dave because I never did. I just didn't like the record. And if you listen to the live album they released, it's just atrocious. It's like
really bad.
So for me, that's just the thing. It's like if you're gonna throw a B-side album out, call it B-sides, call it demos, call it whatever. Don't call it original. And yeah, what Bryan said too. I mean, Michael Anthony is a star.
Oh, absolutely.
He's the unsung hero of Van Halen.
Yeah.
He is. And
nobody talks about him.
Yeah.
And that band is not the same without him.
Not. And I recently went and saw Sammy Hagar's Best of All Worlds tour. And oh my God, like those two are just magic together.
Yeah.
They really, really are. And he can still sing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he sings a couple of the Van Halen songs on his own in that thing. Like he could have sang. He could have been a front man of a band easily.
I don't know if you ever saw, there's a YouTube video of Van Halen covering live Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers by ZZ Top. And Michael Anthony and David Lee Roth swap the vocals, and Michael Anthony blows it away.
Yeah.
It's just, holy shit, how is this guy not the vocalist? Unbelievable voice.
When I did see Sammy there a month or so, whenever I saw it, Michael sang the lead for Running with the Devil.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say on the 3 tour, the Van Halen 3 tour, I know he sang, I think it was Somebody Get Me a Doctor.
Great.
So good. So good.
Because I saw him with Sammy years ago when Sammy was doing his 40th anniversary in music. And Jason Bonham played with him on that. And yeah, unbelievable show. All 4. I forget the guitarist's name. He's a bald dude, black guy.
Oh,
Vic. Fucking ripped. Yes.
Vic Johnson.
Yeah, he fucking ripped. The whole band was just great. But you're right. Yeah, Michael Anthony is so talented. He gets no credit. Most people don't talk about him.
Nope.
The other thing about Michael Anthony that nobody talks about is how fucking nice of a guy he is.
That's another thing. He's a nice dude. Yeah.
Shit.
And they gave him so much shit. It's stupid.
It's unbelievable. And I saw that same tour that you're talking about, Bryan. And yeah, they were fantastic. Sammy Hagar and the Circle or whatever it was called or something like that or whatever they were called or
I forgot what the name it was.
Something to that effect.
I know it's celebrated an anniversary.
What's that?
The Wobberitas.
But yeah, I mean, all really
Jimmy Buffett shit,
So, well, we are on to number 37 with Jason.
Alrighty, my number 10 is from the 1984 album, and it's Hot for Teacher. I will say this about that. Again, that whole album was my introduction to Van Halen. And I think we've said this on just on a group chat before, and I kind of got ripped up for it. I'm one of the few. I hate the video. Hate it.
What's wrong with you? Yeah, you got no humor. No sense
I
of humor.
love
Got
this
it.
song
Next.
because it's humor, and it's like it's.
Oh, it's fucking great.
I think that's again, we talked about, women and children for whatever. I think that's when Dave took that whole leap to Showman, Mr. Vegas stuff, and Alex and Mike and Ed were like, fuck, whatever. That could
He
have
was
been.
always like that.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, I agree.
Whatever.
I agree.
I hate the fucking video. The song is unbelievable. The guitar solo, fucking killer. Like, it's one of those things, and you've seen it top 10s 150 times. Best drum intro of a song, man. That's one of them. Everybody knows when that comes on, right?
Yep.
So,
Of course.
yeah, I mean, I hate the video. Love the fucking song. Never gets
All
turned.
right.
Yeah.
Sit down, Waldo.
I'm already sitting down.
Oh, it's a great video. But yeah, it's a great tune. I mean, yeah, it's been played all over the place, but still.
I'm
Just a
actually
good
surprised
tune.
that made it that far down the list too. I thought that would go a little higher. Also, not my favorite Van Halen song, but it's a good tune. Yeah.
Well, I know you guys would pick the popular ones. So I was like, I ain't touching these. I'll pick the good ones instead.
Hey, popular ones had to be good. That's why they're
Yep.
popular.
There's Jump.
Yeah, good song. Get over it. Okay, let's go on to number 36, Bryan.
Mine, the next one is from A Different Kind of Truth, which is a terrible fucking album name, though. Blood and Fire, easily my favorite song off the album. We were talking about it. It's a great album. I had to pick something from it. Like I said, the only flaws, Dave's voice is shot, and the lack of Michael Anthony's background vocals. We already covered that. I mean, no one really says that Michael Anthony's background vocal gave Van Halen their sound. They give him a distinct sound. I think it's right up there with Eddie Van Halen's guitar playing.
Yep.
I mean, without that, it just wouldn't be the same band. And like you said already, just not the same. Anything else I got to add to this because we already kind of covered this shit. But I always like the line. Where the fuck is it? It's a world of fools that's just expected. None of them know or even expect it. God must love the lazy, shiftless, and the crazy, putting so many in life. Fucking great goddamn lyrics. But one thing about Eddie's solo in this solo sounds like something that could have came off of 5150. And you got that combination of Dave and their older songs and stuff that kind of brought back, but also you have that maturity level that you got a lot out of during the Sammy years that you didn't really get with the David Lee Roth years. Again, great fucking song.
It was a grower for me. I remember the first time running through that record, not liking that song, but by the third or fourth listen, I was in on it.
Yeah, I remember I worked with someone. Van Halen was his favorite band too. And he's like, that fucking album sucks. Tattoos just sucks. I'm like, give it a listen or two. You're gonna. And then about a month or so later, he's like, man, Blood and Fire is a great fucking song, and Chinatown's really good. I told you, just give it some time.
Right.
I'll be honest, I haven't listened to that one much. I think I listened to it once and didn't really care for it. So but that's just me.
You're lost, bro.
No, I'm not saying I'm.
Well, the thing is, you said before, Jason, they had to release an album. I don't think they did.
They didn't.
14 years before the one for Van Halen 3, which we won't mention.
It was Wolfgang.
Wolfgang convinced them to do it. Yeah.
Because he was kind of a studio rat at 5150. And was going through tapes and tapes and tapes and being like, why are we going to write stuff when you have gold right here?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, because
imagine what's sitting in those vaults, though. I mean, they're supposed to be just as big as Prince and his vault.
I know, but who owns that?
Wolfie and Alex.
Is it him? I thought Alex Alex does too. Okay.
Yeah, there's no way Wolfie doesn't own at least 50% of that. At least.
Probably split. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, he inherited his father's share of the band, so.
Well, the funny thing, one of my favorite stories with them, he asked his dad, I want to learn how to play guitar. And Eddie Van Halen said to him, all right, we got to get you an instructor. He's like, what? Hello? What are you talking about? You mean? But Eddie Van Halen was not Mr. fucking theory and technical and shit. So I could see why he would say that, but it's so great that his own dad was like, "Yeah, we get you someone to teach you how to play this thing,
I
dude."
think the only way he could play that thing that way is because he did it his own way. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fucking Wolfie is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
great.
Really good. Really, really good.
Both those Mammoth WVH albums are fucking great.
Yep. Really good. Yep.
Solid stuff, yeah.
Well, on to me with number 35. I went to the OU812 album. Not my favorite album, but I really dig the guitar on this song, and I picked Cabo Wabo. And speaking of which, I have this.
Nice.
There you go. Chug.
I don't drink. That's for my wife. She's a tequila drinker.
Mm.
But no,
Can't believe he sold that for $80 million.
Yep.
What's that?
He sold that business for $80 million, made more money than he ever made in music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's insane. But yeah, I actually, my wife loves tequila, and I'm always trying to find her some different tequila to try, and I got her a couple bottles of that. She polished off one
Last night.
Yeah, last she's sleeping it off. But no, Cabo Wabo, I mean, this is I'm probably gonna say this 100 times during this. I fucking love Eddie's guitar playing. Just the stuff he does is just insane and cool and different than anybody else out there. And that's the biggest reason why I'm a Van Halen fan, is because of that. Because I do play guitar, not very well, but I play, and I just listen to his stuff and I just go, what the fuck? How did he do that?
Yeah, a lot of people did back in the day.
You know, so, and that's, I mean, I'll tell you, I mean, I'm going to say that probably 10 more times, because it's just, I mean, he just comes up with some great shit. I mean, it's fantastic. So that's why I picked Cabo Wabo, is mainly because of the guitar shit in it. Yeah, it's a cool, decent song though.
I had nothing from that album on my list. I don't know. That was
No,
disappointing.
good guy.
Yeah, that's the only song I could think of. Like, finish what you started. No.
I like, what's the first one? Mine Oh Mine's on a bad tune.
There's
Black and Blue.
Black and Blue's a good one. And
I like When It's Love.
It's a good ballad, man. It's a good ass grabbing bar ballad.
There's one of your problems with the Sammy fucking years, ballads. They had none of that shit with the DLR. None of that shit.
Because he wasn't capable.
Because he can't sing them.
Yeah, but also, I have a good time when I'm listening to my Van Halen, not like some sissy fucking lovey-dovey shit. Ugh.
Pussy ballads are awesome.
Yeah, all right, pussy. All right, next.
We'll get to number 3.
Yeah, I remember getting that album when it came out and just being disappointed.
Oh, you wait one too? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of softened up on it as the years gone by, but still, I'm not really visiting that much.
No,
I don't think they spent enough time on it.
What's up?
I don't think they spent enough time on it.
No.
Yeah. So
you figure they were incredibly cocky, and with 5150, I mean, before that album even came out, they were saying it was the best music they'd ever made, and this is the way the band should be. And I think they just had such a high level of success with 5150, and the whole tour was just huge. And then just thought they could shit on a plate and it would be fine.
But I thought a lot of that, there was a good amount of those songs for 5150 that were already written before Sammy was in the band.
Some of it was, yeah.
Yeah. Like, this is a Good Enough. That sounds like a song that fucking.
Oh, that's a rock
Dave
song
would be
all
singing.
day.
Yeah.
Okay, number 34, Patrick.
I think I have She's the Woman, don't I? Yeah.
Yep.
She's the Woman from A Different Kind of Truth. I forget what the original name of it was. What the original demo was called with Dave, but man, I love that song. You started off that record with that god awful Tattoo song.
It's so bad.
And then the minute I got past that song and started this one, I was like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
And that is like, you cannot tell me that is not a smoking fucking riff.
It totally is.
It's a signature Van Halen riff. So
yeah, I fucking like the album. It's our northern brother there that doesn't get it apparently.
Well, imagine what that song, and it sounds repetitive because this will now be 3 different kind of Truth songs in the last 10, but Imagine what that song could have sounded like if Michael Anthony's vocal was on it. I mean,
Yeah. Yep.
holy shit, the woman. I mean,
Yeah.
holy
Yep.
shit, that would be incredible with Michael Anthony. And
Yeah.
it's a shame that we're robbed of that possibility.
Yeah. I mean, I saw them on that tour, and yeah, it was glaring that Michael Anthony wasn't there. It was like, shit. I didn't think Dave sounded as bad as people are saying he was, but live on that live album, it's terrible. But again, I remember me and my wife went, and she's not a Van Halen fan or likes any kind of good music, and she's just sitting there and looked at, don't you realize you're looking at a rock legend right now? You're not getting this concept. Like, oh God. But yeah, it was, I think I even back when Twitter was it was called, I tweeted like, yeah, this is the best take your son to work day ever, because you get to play with your dad up there. That's cool. But yeah, they need Michael Anthony back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good song.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Me and Jason are well.
Yeah, whatever. I just sorry.
Yeah, bro, you had something from OU812, too. So let's
I actually don't. So
not you, him. Now listen,
okay.
Pay
All
attention.
We're
Feel
on
those forest fire smoke is fucking up your brain.
Shit. 33, Jason.
All right, we're going. It's my second in a row from 1984, and I think, excuse me, outside of the singles, it's the best deep track in the album, and it's All Wait.
That was a single.
Well, fuck, I don't remember it.
Yeah. They didn't make a video for it. They didn't make a video for it.
It's on the radio.
I'm with you. I think that's an underrated song.
Absolutely is.
Great. Everyone said, they went all keyboards and shit, but it works for that one. It's a fantastic
It
song.
does. It's fucking unreal. It is. I want to say now, as I'm an old fuck, I think it's probably my favorite song in the album to revisit. Like if I'm on a shuffle or whatever, I'll skip Jump. I might skip Panama, whatever. But if All Wait come on, fuck man, I'm listening to that whole thing through.
It's a good tune. I'm with you on
that.
that.
It takes you on a journey. It's great. Yeah.
We gotta mark the time. Brian said even with the keyboards, that's pretty cool. I was like, what?
I know.
What the fuck?
But I knew from just other conversations, I knew Bryan actually liked that song.
It is a good tune. I really like it.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yep.
And that's when I think that's one of the few songs that use the keyboard. It was
Properly.
different than most Van Halen songs. Yeah, and it works well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's such a mood song. It's got such a mood to it.
Yeah.
Just grooved, bass playing is
Mhm.
fucking great. Like, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, Eddie's got to be one of the. I mean, he's one of those fucking generational guys. Can do anything.
He was like a modern day Mozart. I'll tell you that.
Absolutely.
I'm listening to. I'm almost done with Alex's book, Brothers, and it's a pretty good book. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have.
I've read it twice. Yeah.
I don't read books. I'm not a nerd.
I listen to them. I don't. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Those guys had a remarkable bond, those two. So it's kind of cool to hear that shit.
Yeah.
It's an odd book because there's so many times. It's a short book, and the second thing that's really strange about it is he quotes other books so many times in it for information. He'll be like, and in so and so's book, Roth said this about his that.
Yeah.
I disagree. It's just
I
like,
wonder- or
wow, half of your book is talking about other people's books.
or
As great as the band is, they were fucking immensely dysfunctional.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit. We're coming up to the 5th anniversary of Eddie dying, and they still haven't put a tribute fucking show together.
That's fucking disgusting.
I don't understand how that doesn't happen. You can't get anyone to do it. I'm sure Sammy Hagar have no problem doing it. Done.
He'd do it tomorrow.
Yeah. I think the big issue would be Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the big issue.
And I don't know. I don't know the family dynamic for a fucking guy that writes books and I love my brother and all. You love your fucking brother so much, like the music world is begging for that tribute. Begging.
Maybe
he had a
problem to do.
He had a problem with Roth's M3 performance because he says he didn't honor Eddie at it. I'm like, the fuck he didn't. He played the goddamn songs.
That's right. All of them.
This is the kind of shit this band. Oh my god, so stupid.
And then he has a problem with Sammy, who all Sammy's doing is honoring Eddie. So
yeah,
like,
Oh. And then
it's the most. You're absolutely right.
do the
Dysfunctional
guitar
bullshit.
shit. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, it would be. It's just it's a shame, is what it is, that
yeah.
it hasn't happened yet. That's ridiculous. Anyway, we go on to number 32 with you, Bryan.
This one, I'm surprised no one picked it. By the time I got to it, it was low hanging fruit. I went best of both worlds from 5150.
Yeah,
I thought this thing would have gone way sooner than it did. And when I my third to last pick, I was like, no one took this fucking song yet.
oh, I'm kicking.
yeah,
myself for it.
definitely.
I know why I didn't.
Okay.
I love that
lack of
fucking
taste.
song. No. I love that fucking song. I hate's a strong word. I dislike the studio mix because the video or on live right here right now, live that tune is so fucking good and heavy.
Yeah. Yep. I'm
Right?
with you on
It
that.
just loses teeth, and that's kind of. I mean, we only had 10. Shit, we could have done 20 each, right? It could have been a 5-hour video. But I don't like the studio, and I'll say the same thing. Whoever, I'll just kind of ring the bell when someone picked it. It's not on my list. Same with Dreams. Those are the two songs that I had a problem with on 5150. I just thought the studio was a little overproduced or a little thin, I guess.
That's the way to
electronic
put it.
drums.
The drum sound, electronic. That's the one draw I don't like about that. It's my favorite album with Sammy on it, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. There's those issues are definitely there.
Yeah,
And I always like the lines that you don't have to wait and die to go to heaven, to hang around and be born again. Just tune in what this place has got to offer, because we may never be here again. And you're like the live version, fucking epic. It's fucking
What
epic.
was wasn't it the MTV VMAs in 85 or 86 where they went live to them where they were playing it somewhere and it was like 15 minutes long? And it took up like an entire
in
set.
85
with Eddie, right?
What was that?
I think it was an intro with Eddie.
Yeah, it was just so long, but it was great.
Yep. And I never thought about this, Jason, but what you said is spot on. It is a little thin. Like his guitar could sound a lot bigger, because when he gets into that dun, 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 it's kind of wimpy. But like you said, when you hear the live version, it's got some teeth to it. So it never really dawned on me until you said that. But I totally hear it now that you said that.
Yeah, I agree. That album needs a little more beefiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
I was even hoping when they the big thing is that they never remastered the Hagar stuff. And then when they said, oh, we're remastering, I thought, oh, fuck, finally they're going to turn everything up. And nope.
Nope.
Yeah, great song though.
Yeah. Oh, great tune.
On to me with number 31, and I went to the Balance album. Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do.
Damn right. Great song.
I fucking love this song a lot.
Such a great groove.
Yeah, it's a great.
Oh,
so I think that's a better song than When It's Love. It's a way better song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's unbalanced.
I have nothing from Balance on my list.
That's a crime.
It is
That is a
absolute crime.
I didn't know this when I was after I picked this and kind of wikied it and stuff. It says the song also referenced the death of Nirvana's frontman Kurt Cobain through the lyrics. Is it right to take the easy way? And then it ends. It says, "I can't tell you what's right for you." I didn't know that was about him.
No, neither did I.
And
I remember them talking about it in Metal Edge.
yeah, so I was like, huh, didn't know that.
Those lyrics would make more sense if Courtney Love didn't shoot him.
I believe that's true.
It wouldn't fucking surprise me. She's track. But anyways, don't tell me what love can do. I mean, I really like that Balance album, and I know there's more songs coming up on it. So yeah, it's just great. So
Remember hearing it and going, "Holy shit, that's such
holy
a
shit!" Uh-huh.
You know,
the first song, which may be coming up, but I mean, it just kicks in and like, holy shit. And it just sounds good. It's mixed way better than 5150 in my opinion.
Oh, easily, yeah.
Who
But by
produced
the
Balance?
time
Who's the producer?
On which one?
Balance.
on balance,
Is it Bruce Fairbairn? And that was his last one before he
you
died?
might be right. You might be right.
Hmm.
That's what sticks in my head too.
But I remember this is going back a couple of years. One Eddie Trunk show had people calling in and to rank the Sammy Hagar albums. And he ended up getting Sammy Hagar to call in. He's like, "Hey, fucking, you rank these things for us. You were out, you played for it." And he put Balance at the bottom.
Wow.
And he said
Wow.
because what the band was going through at the time. He's
Oh.
like, it was really weird. Everyone was like just walking on eggshells. It was not a good vibe. And he's like, this hearing that album brings that all back. And nah, I'm not a fan.
It
Oh,
was Bruce
shit.
Fairbairn. So
Yeah, it was Bruce
Yeah.
Fairbairn. Yep. So where are we at here? Let me take a look. We are on to number 30 with Patrick.
Seventh Seal for Song on Balance. Song fucking rips.
That's a good one. That's
And
good.
it's just such a, and it's there isn't another Van Halen song in my book that sounds like it. So
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just the big gong thing. It's almost like he's
Mhm.
at the beginning and then just the echoing drums. And it's
The
just
guitar riff
Guitar
alone is just so melodically beautiful and
Oh, it's just-
echo, the echo on it, and it's just it just rings in your soul. It's a great song. I remember every time that comes up on my phone, I just fucking crank it in
Me
my
too.
car.
Great.
Song shreds.
it
And
does.
Sammy sounds fantastic on it.
Oh, my favorite from that album.
You know
Yeah.
what? Sammy
Mhm.
is fucking damn near 80 and he still sounds fantastic.
He does. He does. The
Unreal.
guy's fucking timeless. It's amazing.
I'm telling you, boys, that fucking concert's top 5. And I just saw him 2 months ago and he's 77 years old. It blew my fucking mind how good he is live.
Amazing. That's just
Must be
amazing.
something in that
Unreal.
wobble wobble shit, right? Tequila. Maybe I should start drinking that shit.
Maybe I think so.
Yeah. You got the
No.
bottle right there. Crack it open.
Yeah, wake up tomorrow divorced.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some
Win-win.
bad things to it too.
Just
Shit. Honey, I didn't say that. She's working, making the money. So, cool. Yeah. Seventh Seal, great fucking song.
oh, so good.
Mm.
Well, that's 10 of them down, 30 more to go. So,
All right, we'll be done by
Jeez.
midnight. Woo!
We should have started earlier. Fuck.
yeah, we should have.
Yeah. Fuck.
Thank God we started at 8:30.
Okay, we're on to number 29 with Jason.
We're gonna stick with Balance, and it is my number 1 Van Halen guilty pleasure. Can't Stop Loving You. Fucking love that song because we've talked about it earlier. There is no denying how powerful the Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony harmonies are
Oh, it's
when
fantastic.
those two voices are together.
I think it's all three of them.
You know what? Right. Yeah. You know what? Yes, Eddie doesn't get enough
Yeah.
credit, but I mean, the oohs and everything, just the
Yeah.
guitar tone and like the solo, like it's for me, it's just one of those, you take the 3 of those and it's Van Halen perfection between Sammy, Eddie, and Michael, just perfection on that song. It was this first single, new album, and it's unfortunate. I didn't know the vibe was so shitty, but it still sounds like, a good time, good Van Halen song. It's one of those that I can't believe it doesn't like Balance on here or whatever, but it's one of my favorite Van Halen albums.
Mhm.
Absolutely. You know what's shocking about that record too is they got a tremendous amount of press on that album. They unveiled Eddie's new look for that
Yeah.
album. Remember, he had the bleach blonde hair and
Mhm.
Goatee.
was wearing like the ripped off sleeves. And
Yeah.
it's
God.
like all muscular and the goatee and
Well, he was sober for 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
25 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was shocked that they got basically every single did very well on that, except for I mean Amsterdam did okay, but
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
There's got to be something there because Sammy was even using it. He even put it in his set. I didn't see
Amsterdam?
it. Yeah, he didn't have it because he switched out 3 or 4 songs every night, so every concert was different in Vegas during the residency. But he had Amsterdam in one of the sets. I got Humans Being, which was fucking Monday.
Ooh,
I
that's
like
good.
that tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I don't get that tune either, Patrick. I don't. Aftershock, killer, but I don't get Amsterdam.
No.
Wham, bam.
I think they even said like this is kind of the lyrics were goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was
I
just
would
like,
agree.
all right, come on, yeah, okay. Rock legends, millions of dollars. You're going to fucking Holland to smoke weed, right? Okay, guys, sure,
Right.
got it.
Pretty sure you guys can do that at home.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, that's the thing. It almost seems like where was Van Halen gonna go if David Lee Roth didn't leave? So I think we would have gotten pretty much a lot of the same old, same old. It would have been done. You look at David Lee Roth's solo stuff after it was like Van Halen 2.0. But
Yeah, but to answer that very quickly, I would say I don't think it would have done as well if
I
he'd
don't
stayed
think so
very
either.
long.
no, I don't think because
That time was over.
yeah, and if you look at the stuff with Sammy, it was almost like they got what's what I'm looking for? They got a
Brian's gone.
Brian's gone. Okay, so
What was going on there? His fucking face is just frozen. I'm like, what the hell?
Chad
I don't
had
think-
that shit. So fuck you, Brian. You're out.
Yep.
I don't think it would have lasted. I think they would have had a minor success on a next album. They went the direction that music went. And
Well, if you think about it, let's look at the big heavy hitters of music. We were just in 85, 86, 86 especially, we were just getting turned on to the glam scene, right? Van Halen wasn't that. Aerosmith, Done with Mirrors was around, but they didn't get, lit until Permanent Vacation came.
Yep.
AC/DC was fucking around, but they're AC/DC. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they're gonna be
if it was the
successful
same old stuff, Van Halen just would have been releasing albums, selling 500,000 copies, playing half empty theater, whatever. They wouldn't have been as big. Sammy got them where they needed to be.
Right.
Oh, for sure. I 100% agree.
And Dave would
that they
never
came out
have
with
sang
Sammy
about it.
is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
Brian's
not here to argue with us, boys. Sammy Hagar saved Van Halen.
I'm with you on that, Jason.
Yeah.
Right there with you.
I am too.
100% believe that. I love Dave, don't get me wrong, but I'm Van Hagar. And there's a reason I spent the money to go see Sammy. He's my guy for his stuff.
The thing I like about Sammy is he's a good guy. God, I just brain farted, the bass player. Michael
Anthony.
They're good guys. They just want to be out in front of you, and they want to give you a good show, and they want to perform, and they don't talk shit about other bands, and they're not pre-bandanas. I saw David Lee Roth up at Rock in the Hills when by himself. Yeah, he's a hell of a showman. And, whatever, but I just think the stuff that they did with Hager is just better. That's just my opinion. But
it was a different band. I mean, it's different. To compare them is hard, because they're just such different bands. Van Halen was serious with Sammy. With Dave, it was about drinking and having a good time and fucking your old lady. So
and nothing wrong with that. I mean,
no,
the Van Halen of the David Lee Roth stuff is very, very good. But yeah,
and that wraps the show.
Yep.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for coming out, Brian. Oh, he's muted.
You're muted.
Now he's muted. Jesus Christ.
And he doesn't care. Brian, you're on mute.
Gotta hit your mute off there.
Oh, all right, assholes.
Sounded better the other way.
No, my wife and kid are at my parents', so we wanted to FaceTime before we went to bed, and I was like, oh shit. I know I was gonna turn everything off and kick me off the thing, but
that's too funny.
Anyway,
well,
what was I saying before? I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, well,
it doesn't matter. You would have been wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong.
Okay, all right. Pick another sissy ballad, sissy.
We'll just go to your pick, number 20.
Yeah, your pick, Brian.
What am I at here?
28.
My favorite song from 1984. It was a song that was written before during the demo days, but House of Pain. What a fucking killer song. I think rips. I love the groove, especially at the end. I mean, Alex just shows how good of a drummer he is on this one. And he's one of those drummers that it kind of gets overlooked a lot. The guy can fucking play. And I always liked say you're gonna leave me because I only tie you up. Always love you tender, but you only like it rough. Fucking great. Great lines. But yeah, that great way to close out an album. Fucking solid song. Great stuff. Yeah, that's my number 7.
Great song. I mean, there's nothing else to say to it. It's a fucking great song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good tune. Good tune. You hear my fucking yappers? Jesus Christ. Somebody must be home. Anyways,
Okay. All right then. Huh.
you couldn't hear my fucking dogs? Jesus Christ.
Mm-mm.
You know, you got only got one medium sized and two littles over here. We're babies.
Oh God.
And fuck,
Ankle
they
biters.
bark at everything. God damn it. On to me. 27. I went to the debut and a song called Jamie's Crying. And this is just a classic Van Halen song. I love the riff in it. It's super catchy, super fun. A lot of Van Halen, not all, but a lot of Van Halen, like especially 5150 and like the debut, for some reason remind me of summertime. And it's
I get
hot
that.
outside and it's just shit you want to have on the stereo when you're sitting outside by the pool. And Jamie's Crying is one of those songs to me. It puts me in the summertime mood. And I've always liked it. I always thought it was a cool riff. And that's why I picked it.
Van Halen is barbecue music.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
Too.
Especially the
Yeah.
DLR years, you just put that on, have a couple beers in the sun, and roast up some food. Yeah, it's total fucking hanging outside and party kind of music.
Yeah, I mean, 5150, I get it. There's a Summer Nights song on there, and Best of Both Worlds kind of has that, but there's something, especially 5150 for me. Anytime it's hot out, I'm cruising my windows down. I want that on my stereo for some reason. It's
I
just
remember buying that in the summer of '86. So yeah, I got you. I got you.
Mhm.
weird.
Mhm.
It's a weird deal, but yeah, that's it's kind of the way I feel about some of their albums and debut and 5150 and 84. All three of those are kind of just for some reason I throw them on and I think summertime. And summertime is great, especially when you live in fucking North Dakota. No.
Yeah, you get about 2 weeks above 70 degrees. It's great.
Yeah, yeah. It was earlier this spring. It was 90 degrees, and 2 days later it was 48.
Mhm.
We got
So-
that too. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
we got that.
yeah, like a 15, 20 degree shift all of a sudden.
Yeah, so just dumb. But
It's dumb. Fuck you, Mother Nature. Get your shit right.
yep. So, anyways, that's my pick. Should we move on to what do we got? Patrick, number 26.
Probably the most divisive pick of this entire draft. I chose from Van Halen 3, the first single, Without You.
Well, nice for being on. All right, move on.
It's nice knowing you all.
I don't know what this Van Halen 3 you're talking about even is. I don't
I
understand.
think that song rocks. I think the musically, it's fantastic. I I will never argue with anybody that Gary Sharon was the wrong pick for that band.
I'm gonna say yes and no.
I
You
think
listen to him doing old school Van Halen
Oh, it's
songs
incredible.
live, it's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
there's a concert on YouTube of them in Australia and in '98, and when he starts belting out any Roth song, it's fucking tastic.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think he even said that the worst mistake they ever made was making a record before they ever toured to get to know each other.
You know, that's a very good point. And to get the fans out there too, right?
Yeah, exactly, to get people on board. And but that being said, the Van Halen 3 record, it's not good.
No.
Oh.
There's some amazing moments on it, I think. Musically, I think, Without You was fantastic. I think the guitar work on it was phenomenal. The chorus is infectiously good. The video was rad. That's about all it had going for it, I mean, From Afar was a decent song. Fire in the Hole was kind of like a classic Van Halen song, but
Yeah.
outside of that,
The first 30 seconds of Fire in the Hole.
oh, the riff, yeah.
See, the thing is, you got Eddie Van Halen playing on it. Something's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Whether it's brief or
until
not.
Eddie opens his mouth and sings "How many say hi."
Oh God, that sounds dreadful. Holy
It's
shit.
dreadful. It's awful. Yeah.
That's on fucking Without You and Love Bites level of shit. Oh God, it's so bad.
Oh, you really don't like Without You at all?
I did a fucking video on it.
Oh, Without You, Motley Crue.
Yeah, without
My
you.
choice.
Without you. You gotta say it right.
Yeah, Without You.
Without you. Oh, but yeah, that one. Oh, I don't know what Eddie Van Halen was thinking with that one. Maybe he was drinking. I don't know.
No, I think he was, but yeah, I love Without You. I think it's the Van Halen song.
Yeah, I got
Talking
you.
about me.
Yeah.
And I think someday down the road, Van Halen 3 will probably be a little more respected than it is because there are some good moments on it. And I don't think I think most people bought it, listened to it once, and went, nope. And I think when you go back years later and listen to it, there are some decent moments.
I'm
not
tried.
saying it's great, Brian. I'm saying
I've
it's got
tried.
decent
I've tried. It's just like,
Yeah.
why am I wasting my time playing this when there's every other album out there is better by them?
Okay.
I
You know what
can't.
actually was another decent one on there? It wasn't great. Again, I'm not trying to say there's hidden gold there, but Ballad of the Bullet had some good moments on it too. It was
I mean,
a
it's
rock. Yeah.
yeah, it's all right. I saw you pick that. I'm like, well, he wasted one of his spaces on this.
Well, I love Without You. And it was because as much as I was I don't know anybody that went, oh shit, they got Gary Sharon. This is great. Nobody did
I
that.
wasn't one of them.
No, I get why. Because I mean, Extreme is very Van Halen-esque in their setup and their style.
Sure.
And they wanted him on board for the right lyrics.
Yeah.
But like you said, it just didn't mix well, and
You know why they
know
chose
each
him,
other.
right?
But what's that?
You know why they chose him? The real reason?
Didn't they have someone else before him?
No.
Mitch Malloy.
Well, yeah, they had
Yeah.
Mitch Malloy, but
Yeah, Malloy.
but the reason they wound up with him is because remember they switched managers to Ray Daniels.
Yeah.
Ray Daniels managed Extreme,
Okay.
so he was able to go, oh, hey, here's a guy.
Yeah, because Nuno had left Extreme
Right.
to do some stuff, right? So
He did the
But it was-
schizophrenic record and something else, but yeah.
I get him wanting to play with Van Halen, but that is not a healthy situation to join a band in. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because that by then the dysfunction was on 11 at that point.
Right.
Like
And Eddie
Michael
also had a
Anthony-
knack for telling anybody they were in Van Halen.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
told Mitch Malloy, he told Patty Smythe she could be in it before she even walked in the door.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
David Coverdale, same thing.
And I think there's a good amount of songs that Michael Anthony doesn't even play on.
Right.
Like they were going through so much shit.
Michael
like,
Anthony only played, I think, on one song on the 3 record.
I thought it was like 2 or 3, but yeah, it wasn't much. Really wasn't much.
says it all.
What a mess. Just all of a sudden, you're going to be the focal point of everyone's attention, being the new vocalist of Van Halen, and behind the scenes, it's just a shit show. Oh my God.
Right.
And you wonder why they
You're
couldn't
the
make
first
good
one to be
songs.
blamed. So
Of course.
yeah.
All right. Number 25 with Jason.
All right, fuckers, we're going to the album that had an anniversary this week being released, and that is the Fuck album. And I'm going with I don't know, I like so many there, but I'm gonna go with
Great album.
going with Runaround. And
Great tune.
I picked Runaround for 2 reasons. Love the video, love the tune. Sammy and Michael did it live at the show I saw, and it still kicks ass. And that whole album, and yes, Brian, I'll give the bass player some love. It almost seems
Deserve.
like Michael just snuck into the producer's thing and just turned his bass up just a little bit. and it works on that whole album.
Yep.
Any song that any of us talk about in this thing off the Fuck album better mention how good the bass is, because I think that is probably, in my opinion, Michael Anthony's best musical album that he did. And it's probably just
I don't know about that, but
probably just
that
because of the producing, because it was turned up.
but I think that's the beefiness that 5150 was missing.
Agreed.
They put that, they just fucking put, raise that up just enough where it's now hitting you, you're feeling it. Yeah, it works really well on that album. I agree. Totally agree.
Yeah. And I know someone has it on their list, so I will wait, because the best guitar and bass, I didn't get that song off this album. Somebody's got it, so I'll wait. I'll wait for that comment. But my number 7 is Run Around. Love that tune.
Nice.
Good pick. Another fantastic Sammy song. I like the Fuck album. It's fantastic.
So good.
I think that's their best album with Sammy. It's not my favorite, but I think overall it's their best album.
Well, I listened
well-rounded.
to it yesterday, and it's still, you release that thing today, it's going to do well.
Yeah.
Yep. You guys got the playlist I sent you still?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I listen to it all the time.
Actually, I do too. I just had it in our hockey dressing room on Monday. Everybody dug it.
Awesome.
Hockey, Chester. Were you playing hockey?
You're on, man.
Wait a second.
You're on.
Hey, boys. Dude, we told you last week hockey season's been over.
You guys want to run around?
Here we go.
Closest thing I get to a sport right now is pocket pool. Anyways, we'll move on to number 24 with Bryan.
This Light Up the Sky from Van Halen 2. I gotta say, everyone talks about how great the debut in 1984 are the popular ones. Women and Children First and Fair Warning are the ones the fans say argue are the best album. We all know that Diver Down stinks, and Van Halen 2 just gets left out. I don't know why no one brings up how great that fucking album is. First 2 songs, but the rest of the album just fucking kills. And I just like the way that it starts off with the bass, the setting bass and guitar playing at the same time, and then kicks into the rest of the song. Fucking great song. I mean, I heard the winds whispering, strong magic coming on. That calm part before the solo, and it kicks into the solo and then goes back to it's just a great tune at the end. Light them up. Fucking great stuff. Just a great song.
I like that song too.
Magic.
Yeah,
That's it's like one of those songs like, yeah, this is what Van Halen's all about.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that we've all heard 5 million times. You have your whole life to write your first album. You have 2 weeks to write your second one, right?
Yep.
Like, you're Van Halen. What the fuck do you expect you could even possibly do after the debut album?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you don't have a fucking chance.
Right.
So
agreed. Okay, number 23 with me is off the Fuck album as well, and the song is Top of the World. And I told you you're gonna hear the song of the riff.
Great song.
Awesome.
Yep.
And it's funny. I went upon of course I don't have a vast amount of knowledge about these Van Halen songs. I just listen to them and like them or not like them. So I looked it up, and it says the song was recorded in early 1991. However, the main riff for this song was first played live on the Van Halen 1979 World Tour during the Dance the Night Away song. So I had no idea. So that's pretty cool that it's all the way from back then, that he just took a riff that he did live and boom. Hey, I think that would work as a fucking song. But
Right.
I absolutely love his guitar playing on this song. I love it on almost every song, but this one it's cool. It's fun. Is this the song we're talking about, Jason?
Yep.
Okay. I kind of thought.
No, sorry. No. I'm waiting.
You're waiting. Okay.
Never mind then.
Never
But
mind.
here's another thing about that too, is that you have the opening guitar riff, and how many Sammy Van Halen songs is there a note right after the guitar playing that Sammy can hold, right?
Right.
Not saying that Dave couldn't, we never really got that. It just wasn't his thing, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just another signature Van Halen.
I think that a couple things with this. First of all, when they got Sammy into the band, it was another tool to work with and do other stuff with that Dave just didn't have the ability to do. It just it is what it is. But I think with this album, this is when the band with Sammy actually was firing on all cylinders. The 5150, though, it's my favorite. I just got the first album together. They're working things out. They got old songs, putting things together, figuring shit out. I thought I liked the album, like I said. OU812, like you said, they could shit in a bag and sell it, and people would have bought it. This was really lacking a lot. But I think they went in the studio with this one, and everything just clicked with these guys. They finally figured it out, and they weren't at each other's throats. They had experience with each other, and they wrote a lot of quality shit on this album.
And Eddie was clean, I think, because I think
Yes,
Wolfie was either not born, not or just or whatever, and that was
he was just born. Yeah,
right. So, and he was. It's amazing, right? Like you got using Eddie and you got clean Eddie, and it's vastly different in the product that's put on vinyl.
For sure.
What do we got? Where are we at? Shit, I just lost my place. Okay, here we're at 22 with Patrick.
Talked earlier about what Van Halen is, the perfect barbecue band. And they're the perfect band of summer. And you don't get better songs to represent that than Beautiful Girls. What a fucking jam that is. And when you're fucking sitting at a stoplight and people are crossing the road and that fucking riff starts, the it's like, okay, well, I'm the fucking baddest car in this place.
yeah,
Like, damn.
that's right. And so you pull up to the parking lot at the beach with that thing going.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that would go, "Oh, Beautiful Girls, turn it down."
Yeah,
No. That song just screams to be turned up. It's so good. Dave's right on point. There's no doubt what the song's about. It's perfect.
It's about being gay and liking beer, isn't it?
That's who's that? This SNL fucking
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
If you like beer and you're gay,
Schlitz gay, was that what it's
Yeah,
called? They actually changed that. They changed the song. They had it originally with Beautiful Girls on, which was hysterical. And then later on, when they they removed the song, maybe with some copyright shit or something or whatever.
It's
just hilarious. So goddamn funny when they like lower the sunglasses and get a better look at these dudes. Oh god. But yeah, I like the groove at the end of that song too.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Anthony's got a nice swing to what he's playing. The background vocals again are just great. And it's no apologies, no fucks given. We're talking about ladies, and that's it.
And Alex, nobody's really talked about Alex's playing so far. Alex has the most distinct playing sound of all. You can always tell it's Alex on the drums because of the sound of his fucking drums.
Oh, his sound, yeah, he's got a distinct sound. You're right.
But he also, there's a lot to be said for holding a simple beat, and not overplaying to something. Any musician will tell you the worst thing you can do is overplay.
Yep.
And damn, Alex Van Halen never overplays. Never.
He does not. He does what he has to do. I wish more drummers would follow that same idea.
Exactly.
I've been in so many bands. It's like, what are you doing? You're not even keeping time. That's your job. Like, you have one job to do as a drummer. Keep the time. And they're all over the place trying to put fills in and be Neil Peart.
Right. But he always had a fucking neck brace in the 90s.
Yeah.
So.
That's a great pick.
That's my song, Beautiful Girls. Love
great
it.
Pick.
Great song.
Good pick. We will move on to number 21 with Jason.
My number 21 is where all the Van Halen fans, well, I'm Bryan, except when we all knew that it was going to be okay with Sammy Hagar. And it's the first single with Why Can't This Be Love, right? It was the first single, but I remember seeing it on MTV and it's like, okay, this is okay. We're going to be all right. But I love the story. I love the story that Sammy tells, and he was on Stern when he said that they played that song live for all the studio heads at Warner. And I guess one guy, he says all the names, and I just can't remember. The one guy just smiled and said, "I smell money." And they were just
Was it
like,
Mo
that's what he
Austin?
said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You smell money.
I
You
smell money.
and
And
you corporate douche.
just corporate fucking douchebag,
Yeah.
right? That's
The
what
guy
it's
from
all
the
about.
Warrant album.
Yeah.
Buxley.
Yeah. So I just like that. The first single. Is it my favorite tune off that? Absolutely not, because I've got another one on here, but it's just that's the Sammy first single, Off to the Races for 5150. Just took Van Halen. No one thought it would be possible to go to the next level, but it immediately did. It just wasn't Dave.
See, for me, it was the leadoff track.
Whoa. We're talking the first single here.
Okay, all right.
All right, fucking easy.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll
Get all
fucking get
snippy
there.
up there in Canada. Holy shit.
Fuck.
God damn.
Jesus.
Once your balls get a little heat, you get all testy.
This is too much fun. Shit. Good fucking pick. I like that song too. Keyboard heavy, but it's catchy as shit. You know, catchier than crabs in a fucking whorehouse.
My not's different than what I remember it at. But
All right. I don't know what the ratio to that is, but okay.
Anyways, we'll move on to number 20 with Bryan.
That's the good thing about being last is I follow this fuckface with this shit picks with something better. But my song is off the fuck album, Judgment Day. This fucking song rips. Probably my favorite off the album. It's a straight up metal song by Van Halen. Just plain and simple. I mean, the opening line, "It's my ass, it's my life, get off my ass, get out of my way." Man, I don't see no problems. The whole fucking song just kicks ass. Great tune.
This is the one, Chad, that I said, Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Like the woo 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 woo, and then like
yeah.
Everybody listens to that guitar intro, which is the best guitar intro on the whole album. And again, if you listen to underneath and what fucking Michael's doing, like it's fucking huge.
Not for nothing. A driving song like that to play steadily at that pace is deceptively difficult to do, and it makes the song that gives it that drive to it, and lets the rest of the band do what they got to do. But yeah, I mean, top to bottom, everyone's just killing on that fucking song.
I don't want to say it could be the best song on that album, but it could be the best song on the album.
That's my favorite, easily. I agree with that.
Oh, I agree.
Singles, like, you want to talk deep tracks, it's fucking the best deep track on the album. Bar none.
That song just smokes. It's so good.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys couldn't have said it better. It rips, it smokes, it just tears it up. It's fucking fantastic. So great pick. I love that song. Then we go on to my wimpy song at number 19. I just the song I pick's Van Halen too, and it's "Dance the Night Away," and it's a poppy song, but goddamn it, again, it's catchy as shit, and I enjoy it, and that's why I picked it. And I know I'm probably gonna get hell for this from Bryan because it's kind of poppy, but I don't know, I like it, so that's why I picked it.
Yeah, it was when you guys were picking songs like that. I'm like, I got no problems. I'm gonna get what I want in this one.
There's a great story in Alex's book about how Roth wrote the lyrics to that song. I can't remember exactly what he said it was originally titled, but it was written while Roth was sitting on like the back steps of an arena watching some dude sleep with a girl in a car, and it was originally called like "Sleep the Night Away" or something like that.
Original title was "Dance Lolita Dance."
Dance Lolita Dance.
Yes.
That's what it was. And it was Dance Lolita Dance, and eventually in the studio they changed it to Dance the Night Away. But
he said in an interview, I forgot where it was or when, but he said when they wrote songs, especially in the beginning of the band, they never went over 100 beats per minute, because anything higher than that, you would spill your drink as you danced. So they just kept it. Yeah, you listen to all their songs around 100 beats per minute.
Yeah, they are.
I
Huh.
think it's also, you know, the melody of it and everything. It was a radio hit, radio song.
Mhm.
Got it on radio, put female asses in the seats at a show because, you know, they'll go and see ballads aside because that's what it did in the 80s. When you don't have that and ballads weren't big yet, something like that song, you're going to get the females that want to go to see the show. And, you know,
Mhm.
for Dave and, you know, great for Dave.
Right.
And we are on to, where the fuck am I at here? Here we are. Number 18 with Patrick.
I took Dreams from 5150, not because of the studio version that's on 5150. I always thought the song was a fine song. It just, I hated the video with the frickin' Blue Angels.
Yeah, it made no sense.
I
Yeah.
just thought that was stupid. But where this song got me and why it's on here is because I can't choose the record that it's on that won me over. Sammy Hagar in like 2000, I don't know, 3 or 4, put out a live album called Live Hallelujah. And he does the most smoking version of Dreams that is minus all the fluff that's on the studio version. And it just smokes on that record. And Hagar just smokes the shit out of that song on his Live Hallelujah record. But and won me over on that to now where whenever I hear it, I just envision I'm hearing that version because it's so fucking good. And Hagar to this day still performs the shit out of that song.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
he owns it. It's his, you know.
Awesome. I never heard that version. I'm going to check that out.
The Live Hallelujah. Yeah.
So good.
Cool.
I didn't think he could top live right here, right now, but it does.
Oh, it does. And it just kind of starts. He rolls right into it. It's
Yeah.
great.
So we are on to number 17 with Jason.
Number 17, which would be my number 5. We are going back to Women and Children first, and I picked Everybody Wants Some. And this is why I did, is when they made the announcement that Dave was back in the band a second time, it got out on, you know, YouTube or something. They did a small live warm-up club show in New York.
Cafe Bar.
There was a dude that was recording this at the beginning, you know, Dave in his little overalls and stuff. And I don't know how the guy did it on his phone, but the sound was so fucking good on it. And just, I was like, holy shit, this is going to work. And then from that moment, I was like, I hope they play Winnipeg. I have to see this. This is my opportunity to see Dave. Like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Then I saw and it wasn't so good. But I mean,
Holy shit.
yeah, I was like, exactly, holy shit, this is bad. But it just, there are some songs that even if Dave's voice is shitty, he can still pull off. And I think this is one of them. Drop Dead Legs is another.
Mhm.
But just that reintroduction to a whole new generation that grew up on Van Halen with Sammy got to see the original stuff with Dave. So that's why it ranks so high. And it's a great fucking song.
Mhm.
And you know, it's and in the middle, right? Like, no, don't take them off, don't take them off. Fuck,
Yeah.
classic Dave,
Yeah.
right? Like that for me, that's why I ranked it so high.
Or at the end, I'll pay you for it. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That was also in what the fuck was the movie? Better Off Dead with the hamburgers
Yes.
dancing around, the French fries jumping in the grease like it's a pool.
Good pick. We move on. Number 16 with Bryan.
Yeah, my from Women and Children first as well, a leadoff track and the Cradle Will Rock. Fucking great tune. I when I picked that, I was just thinking, yeah, I want everybody wants some, and I'm like, I don't think I'm getting both, so I'm gonna get one of these. I picked this one first. Great start to this kick-ass album, my favorite album by Van Halen. It's kind of frightening how this younger generation swings, and I always like the part, and he's unemployed, and his folks are overjoyed and Dave's able to get that parental disappointment and sarcasm on that line. It's just a great tune. And of course, the famous line, "Have you seen Junior's grades?" And they
Yeah.
just kick back into the song. Oh, great tune. Such a great tune.
That is a
It's one of those things, and I'm gonna spoil this video for absolutely everybody that's watching it. Sorry, Eruption isn't number one, and it's not even on this fucking list. Okay.
Ah.
What an asshole.
Yeah. So, and the
Always
Cradle
one.
Will Rock, the beginning of that song was just another example of how fucking good Edward Van Halen was, because nobody else was opening a song like that or
No.
playing guitar like that. As a matter of fact, all other musicians were like, how the fuck did he do that?
Yeah. And he was constantly doing shit like that.
Right?
Oh.
Gene Simmons tells a great story too. I think it was Gene Simmons not too long ago I just saw of when he saw Van Halen play. Gene, I discovered them, and
I was going to say it's about him
I
doing
taught Eddie
something.
how to make babies and all this stuff and whatever, paid me
Right,
$50.
right.
But somebody had suggested to Eddie, hey, when you do that, turn the spotlight off or turn around, because everyone's going to try and copy you. And he's like, okay. So, and he did. So, I'm sure that now that I've mentioned it, I owe Gene $25. So, Chad, you'll get a bill for that to Rock Resurgence Radio. But I mean, it's just the thing, right? Like, how many musicians? Well, I'm not a musician, but Bryan, you're a musician. Like, how many times have you watched a Tony Franklin or or to say, "Fuck, I wonder if I could put my hand here and try that what I saw," right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just I love that. Just Eddie being Eddie.
Yeah.
Well, it's also different because he's doing things where the hand position isn't just the thing that's making the sound.
Right.
Yeah, it's fucking scary.
Sometimes even watching it may not be enough to figure out what the fuck, how's he doing that? He did all sorts of kind of things to get a different sound out of his guitar than just putting fingers on frets.
Yep.
Yep. So clever, so genius, just unbelievable. Yeah. We are on to me at number 15. And I went to the 1984 album with Panama. And
Classic.
I mean, what can you say about this song? Everybody fucking knows this song. It's awesome. Capital A. It's so good and so catchy. And I mean, the Dave thing in the middle when he reached down between my legs.
He's the seat back. Yeah.
Probably one of the most iconic Van Halen lines in a song ever.
Yep.
It's just so catchy and so fun, and I just love everything about it. And the guitar work is amazing, and the rest is history, man.
You know why he came up with the lyrics to that song? Because some critics said all Van Halen lyrics are about cars and women. And David Lee Roth's like, I never wrote lyrics about cars. Let's write a song about cars. Okay, and that's where the song came from.
Yeah.
But you're right. I will still raise the volume on that fucking song.
Yeah, it's
to this day. It's been played 1 billion times. I'm still raising the fucking volume.
right. It's just one of those songs that, no matter how many times you hear it, you still fucking like it.
Yeah, and 2025 doesn't happen most. When that song comes on, I'm fucking proud to be an American. God damn it.
Fucking hilarious. So we will move on to number 14 with Patrick.
2 weeks before I graduated high school in 1996, this song came out on the Twister soundtrack, and I just about lost my shit when it debuted on 101 KUFO in Portland, Oregon, and we were driving out of the school parking lot. They premiered Humans Being, and I went, oh my God, this song fucking rocks. Instead of going home, we turned left and we went to Tower Records, and a couple weeks later, we turned left and went to Tower Records, got the CD single when it came out, and then bought the Twister soundtrack to also get what's the instrumental on there? They did something with the wind or
something with the wind. That was up for a Grammy, I think.
Yeah, it won. It won a Grammy.
It won? I thought it was just nominated.
Oh, maybe it was just nominated.
I think it was nominated. Yeah.
Embrace the Wind or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. But damn, Humans Being kicked ass. And I will give one last nod to Gary Cherone, because the only time they played that in concert was with Cherone on the first time they played that was with Cherone on the Van Halen 3 tour, because Sammy was out of the band before they ever toured when it had come out.
Yeah.
And Cherone actually kicked ass on that song too. So
I always like the part "Shine On, Shine," and what Eddie's doing with the dun, 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 and it's tasty.
Oh, Michael Anthony sells that song.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Well, and the solo. Like I just think now that we all know, like that was just the beginning of the end, right? Like they just fucking Sammy and Ed and Alex all hated each other and forced to cut that single. Could you imagine though if it would have been like what that album could have been like?
Oh, it'd been great.
Oh, yeah.
So heavy and just like holy shit. An album with that kind of material would have been unbelievable.
Material, you know, the theme of Van Halen is we write our best music when we hate each other.
Yeah, it's like Dokken.
Yeah. So the 1989 Dokken album we never got could have been incredible.
Yeah.
The 1998 record that we could have had with Hagar could have been fantastic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the best thing that came out of that shitty Twister movie is that song.
Oh yeah.
Movie was fucking dreadful. Oh god.
Yeah. But damn, that song still to this day sounds incredible.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
And I will say Satriani can do that fucking justice.
Does he?
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. He was on Stern. I forgot what song he was playing.
Summer Nights, and he fucked up.
I don't think it was Summer Nights. I thought it was
5150.
It was, or maybe that was it. It was one of it just didn't sound right because it's like it's because he's not Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
Let's stop trying to. I mean, Satriani's a fucking incredible guitarist. That's not his style.
No,
and everyone giving him shit like, what is he doing? How can he fuck this up? You're Joe Satriani. It's like, yeah, he's Joe Satriani. He's not Eddie Van Halen. Anyone would fuck these songs up.
No,
5150 is the song that I think you're thinking of too. Yeah,
it was 5150.
5150.
Yeah,
but none of the guitar players that Hagar has had have been able to play those. I mean, because it's just not humanly possible to play them.
It's not Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah,
because what's his face? The guy
Mick Johnson.
No. Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine. Yeah. When Eddie Van Halen was still alive, he said how great his playing was. He said, if aliens came down to Earth and said, we will decide the fate of humanity with a guitar competition, he said, I'd have no problems naming Eddie Van Halen our champion. Because he'd be able to do it. He'd be able to fucking do it.
Right.
Well, and I the show I seen with the guy you talked, the black guy that was a guitar player.
Vic Johnson.
He couldn't pull that song off either.
No.
He did okay, but you could definitely tell it wasn't note for note.
That's gotta suck being in that position.
Oh God!
Like I almost got it, and I keep practicing. I'm not nailing this down, and the whole show you're sweating because that song's coming up eventually in the set list. You're like, "Fuck! Oh, let's get through this."
Well, it's also coming out of a guitar that's been ripped apart and rebuilt his own way too, right?
Yeah, right. Yep. Exactly.
Yep.
Fuck, the guy's God. That's all there is.
Yeah,
God's guitar player. His name would be Edward Van Halen.
You know what fucking blew my mind is when you guys did your...
Actually, God's a bass player, but okay.
Oh, okay. And his name is Lemmy.
That's right. There you go.
What blew my mind is when you guys did your, put together a band on the Guru show, and nobody fucking picked Eddie as a guitar player. Not a single person.
I kept away from the big names. That was my thing.
Too.
Everybody picked Nuno.
I picked Nuno.
That's a fucking big name.
Like Eddie Van Halen. There's a couple of stories of Eddie Van Halen and Nuno. One was he was on one of those metal cruise things, whatever the fuck they're called these days, hair metal fucking boat, whatever.
Yeah.
And some band wanted him to. We were going to do Mean Street. Want to come up and play that with us? And he said, "I will, but not the beginning. I can't play that." That's Nuno Betancourt saying this.
That's awesome. Right.
And then there was another story. He's it's some kind of a sound check, whatever, and he starts playing the beginning the He-Man Woman Hater.
Yeah. And
one of the I think it was a tech guy or roadie was like, how are you playing that song? He's like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know where you heard that from. Eddie Van Halen used to warm up playing that because he used to be a roadie for Van Halen. So he used to play that all the time, just warming up. And Nuno was like, I wrote that song. And he's like, really? Because he used to play it all the time. He loved that riff. And Nuno was like, dude, you just made my life. Eddie Van Halen was playing my riff. Holy shit. And I kind of, but still, again, the guy was a freak of nature. Eddie Van Halen just was not on the same level as anybody. I think ever since. Guy, amazing player.
Yeah. But yeah, that just blew my mind. But anyways, I just wanted to say fucking humans being is a kick-ass song.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yep. So
I agree.
Number 13, Jason.
Okay, so my last one was, and I talked about Dave's third time in Van Halen. Now let's talk about my next song of his second time in Van Halen when he was there for 5 minutes. And it was off the Volume 1, Greatest Hits, Volume 1, or whatever. It's Me Wise Magic.
That's a great tune.
I was devastated when I heard Sammy was leave, whatever. And then, I heard Me Wise Magic, and even the second tune too, but Me Wise Magic with the harmonizing with Michael Anthony and Eddie, and Dave's voice was spot on, whether it was, I don't know, magic or studio magic or whatever.
Wise Magic.
Wise Magic, that's right. It is such a good song. It's easily one of my top Dave songs.
Yeah.
I can't go into it anymore. It's just so fucking good.
It is a good tune.
And it's better than any solo tune he ever did. Solo.
Agree.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So good.
In stark contrast to the other song they did with him, Can't Get This Stuff No More.
Yeah.
Was nowhere even close to that
No.
quality.
No.
Like, even I'm no musician, but again, the classic, you go into the solo and then Dave's low voice, Eddie, and just tuned right down guitar, and oh fuck. I'm gonna have to listen to that song before bed now.
Yeah, it's a magical song.
Yeah.
Great.
Me Wise Magic.
Good pick. Number 12, Bryan.
Surprisingly, this is the only one I have off the debut, and that's easily one of the greatest debut albums fucking ever.
Right.
But I picked the closing song, On Fire. Just, oh my God, this song just kicks ass. It's pure Van Halen adrenaline. So goddamn good. It's a great way to close out this fantastic album. The opening line, turn your radios on, I'll appear right there. Yes, I will. Dave's, yes, I will. Turn me up real loud. I'm in your ears. Oh, the solo is just fucking ripping, and I mean the rest of it's just killer song. It's just a goddamn killer song. Might be one of my, if not at least one of my favorites off the debut. Fantastic tune.
And again, the world's introduction to the high notes that Michael Anthony can hit.
Yeah. Yep.
Well,
And for all you viewers, if you haven't fucking guessed, we all love Michael Anthony.
That's a fucking one of my major influences in my formative bassist years.
Yep. He
kind of showed me like this is what a bassist does. Lays the foundation for your guitarist and vocalist to do whatever they gotta do, and just hidden little stuff he does in the back that, again, he's the secret weapon of Van Halen. Doesn't get enough credit for what he did for that band.
Yep.
for sure. Basically, he got shit on.
Though the band treated him like shit. Oh God.
Yeah.
The famous story of them having dinner after one of their shows, and David just taking his plate and slamming it in front of him, going, "What the fuck do you do for this band?" I'd be like, "Oh, fuck yourself, bro. What are you talking about? Holy shit."
That's what they wanted him to do,
Yeah. It's too nice. He's just too nice of a guy.
Anyways, great song. Number 11 with me. We go back to 5150 and Summer Nights. And like I said before, reminds me of summer. It reminds me of a hot summer day. Just want to crank that shit up. I wish the album sounded better, so it cranked better, but it still rocks. And I 5150 is definitely maybe it's not my favorite, but it's real close.
Hard to argue with.
Yeah.
It's definitely my favorite Sammy, just because I remember the day I heard it. I remember where I was, who I was with. I remember everything. And I just was like, holy shit, this is really freaking good album. I was amazed at Sammy's vocals because I wasn't a huge Sammy Hagar fan before the Van Halen thing. So, everybody knew I Can't Drive 55 and um his other,
Winner takes it all.
Yeah, loser takes a fall. Over the top. Oh my god, what a dumb movie.
but
It's Rocky, but he arm wrestles.
Yeah.
so yeah, I didn't really know Sammy other than a few songs that his big songs, and I was introduced to it and I was like, holy shit, I really like this, and I have been listening ever since. So that's why I picked it.
Well, let's take a minute here to acknowledge the unbelievable career Sammy Hagar's had.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Unreal. His whole career has been unbelievable.
Intros on.
Well, we're all about the same age, except you, Patrick. But for us,
How old
Yeah,
are you all?
you young
Like,
shit. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up. Grown folk are talking.
for me,
47.
for me in my early 50s, Sammy was like, I just remember, I Can't Drive 55.
Yeah.
My first Sammy Hagar song was actually off the Footloose soundtrack. And one of my favorite Sammy Hagar songs to this day is Girl Gets Around.
Okay.
I just love the guitar playing, which is Sammy, is unreal. Like everybody said, I've said it in our chats after I saw the concert. Everyone forgets how great of a guitar player he is.
You're right.
Sure.
You're right.
Very good.
So
People forget too. He wrote what was that huge Rick Springfield song? I've done everything for you.
Yeah.
Hagar wrote that song. Yeah.
Yeah.
he also wrote one of the songs off the Rockstar soundtrack too, that Steel Dragon cut.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Which one was it? It's
I
not
can't remember.
Tainted Blood. What the fuck? I know what you're talking about, and I can't remember the name
Blood
of the song.
Pollution?
No,
Oh, Blood Pollution. That's what it was. I don't think it was
That's
that though.
Twiggy Ramirez wrote Blood Pollution.
Yeah, it wasn't that. That was the name of it, Blood Pollution, but that's not the song.
Which is a great tune. But anyway.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another movie that sucked, but the soundtrack was good.
Yeah. No, anyway.
Anyways, let's get on to it. Number
Yeah.
10, Patrick.
Top 10, baby. Top 10.
I chose for number 10. I still remember the first time I heard this. I heard it MTV like in like 93 had this dumb countdown, as they usually would around that time, of like the top 10 sexiest videos of all time or hottest chicks in videos. And they had this song in there somewhere in the middle. And I'd never seen the video before, but I loved it. And I went out and got the fuck album for it, Pound Cake. Fucking love that song.
Great tune.
That fucking song is just so good. The video is fucking great too. No problems there.
Sammy's outfit is horrendous.
Oh God, he had
What
is
yeah,
that?
fucking white and black square suits and shit.
Yeah,
It
so
was
weird.
dumb, but damn, Pound Cake is killer. And I remember it was like, how did I miss this for so long? And then once I realized how great that was, I started hearing it on the radio constantly that year, because it just was such a hit. And we've talked at length about how good that fuck record is, and Pound Cake's just a motherfucker of a song.
But let's go back to Eddie finding ways to make different sounds on his guitar,
Oh, yeah.
putting a drill up to the pickups. Like, what the fuck?
I know.
I remember years ago watching a reaction video to that video, and it gets to the part where he puts the drill up to the pickups, and the guy just stops the video and goes, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what the hell?
Right.
Yeah, and just stuff like, actually the same year on Lean Into It by Mr. Big, they had a song involving drills, but they put
Daddy Lover,
little boy, and they put the picks flat, so when you pulled it, they would spin, and you'd be able to play up against the strings. But Eddie was putting the thing right up to the getting a reaction out of the metal spinning to the magnets and the pickups. But yeah, even that, like, who thinks of that shit?
Who thinks of that shit?
Yeah, it's just
don't sell Sammy short in it though, because his vocal performance is amazing, especially the when he belts out those homegrowns,
Yeah, yep.
fuck, you feel it, like those songs. The production on that is all fantastic. I mean, it's nothing we haven't said before about previous songs on this list that are on that record. Phenomenal record.
But another one with Michael Anthony's bass playing on that.
Yeah.
It's not a fancy song, but he just thumps on through that and just kicks ass.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they did that. Whose show was I on talking about that? It might have been one of Metal Mike's shows years ago, where they played the MTV Music Awards and Poison's punching each other and having all this shit going down backstage.
Mm-hmm.
And Van Halen came on and played Pound Cake, like, all right, youngins, we'll show you how it's done. We've been doing this long enough. We're gonna show you exactly how you're supposed to do this. And fucking killed it. That live version is fucking great.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. It's fantastic. It really is.
And I'll say this, all the girls in that video, the one that's the most conservatively dressed is the hottest one.
I don't remember. I just remember they were all great.
Just a sea of
wonderful.
It's a sea of wonderful and tits.
Yes. Because everything I hope Van Halen would be. Yeah.
Oh shit, you guys make me giggle. All right, number 9, Jason.
Okay. I cut Bryan off earlier when he was going to drop this. This is the quintessential moment when I knew that Van Halen was going to be okay. So I saw the video.
This is like the 5th moment you had like this. You're talking about 8 quintessential moments. Go ahead.
Yeah, the quintessential moment. So
top 8 quintessential Van Halen moments.
That's right.
Sorry.
It's going to be on your YouTube channel. So,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
So we had the single, and then I back in the day, I'm painting a picture here for everybody, is that I had a paper route.
Long picture, but
yeah, it's what I do. And we delivered papers after school. So did the paper route quick, got my money, got on the bus, went to the mall to the record store to pick up 5150. Put it in my Sony Walkman, shut it, turn the volume up to 100 like you do, put the thing on, and hello, baby. And then, and I thought, we're going to be okay here.
Yeah, that's what got it for me. Yep.
Yeah, we're going to be fine. So my number 3 is Good Enough off 5150.
And that's one of the songs they had done before Dave left. So you can hear it in that.
Sure. Yeah.
Rack of What? I'll have some of that. I can see Dave
saying
that part. Yeah, that's a Dave thing. Yeah. But yeah, I remember I got that album when me and my family were on vacation in Montauk. For those of you who don't know, that's in East Long Island.
Yeah.
And stop that. Yeah. But it's right. Yeah. And we stopped at a music store and I was like, oh fuck, let me get the latest Van Halen on cassette. I'm an old fuck. And yeah, you pop that thing in. Hello, baby. And I was like, oh shit. All right, this is gonna be good. And yeah, I wasn't disappointed. I played the shit out of that in the summer of '86.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, it reminds me of summer. It's just a summer album.
Yep. And it kicks ass, that song. I mean, yeah, when you throw that on and that Hello Baby comes on and then the guitars kick in and it just, oh my God. Yeah, I was like, whoa, this is freaking fantastic. So yeah, great.
And that whole spoken part by Sammy, you can easily see Dave doing that.
Oh,
yep. Excuse me, waitress over here. What's that? Like he's having a conversation to nobody.
But it actually worked. I thought Sammy pulled it off remarkably well.
Yes. Yep.
Excellent pick. Great song. On to number 8 with Bryan.
I'm going back to VH2. Might be my favorite song off the album. Somebody Get Me a Doctor.
Great song.
Fucking killer song. It starts off with the da-na-na, and then that rest, and it comes in with the fucking riff. Kick fucking ass. I remember when I saw them in 2012 during the Different Kind of Truth tour, they start playing that. And that's one for the fans. That's what they played that one for. And I remember I was like, fuck yeah. And I turned to the guy to my left, and we kind of looked at each other like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like finally one for us. They play all the hits and shit, but that was just the highlight of the show. Them pulling that one out, fucking killer, goddamn great song. Feeling over fine, and I'm speeding down that line. And of course, at the end, somebody get me a shot. Dan and great tune, great fucking song.
Agree 100%.
Yep. Good song. Good freaking tune. Okay.
No,
My picks are so
perfect
awesome,
song.
it leaves everyone else speechless.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that. That song is a perfect fucking song.
No, the next song on the list is a perfect fucking song, and that's number 7 by me with Drop Dead Legs off the 1984.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
This is, you know what? I picked a different song, which will obviously be at number 3, and I picked that song, and I went, oh, fuck. My favorite goddamn Van Halen song. I didn't even pick my favorite Van Halen song first. This is my favorite Van Halen song. I fucking love it. I love the guitar work in it. I've tried to learn it several times and it just frustrates the shit out of me and I quit and then I go back and try it again and 6 months later and fuck, pisses me off. I just love it. It's so good. God dang it. I don't know what else to say about it, but other than it's my favorite song and I ended up taking it second instead of first.
That's a really good deep track off of 1984. That's an underrated song right there.
For sure.
And it's in Dave's set.
Yeah.
M3.
Yeah, the M3
Godwin
performance,
fucking-
he killed it.
Yeah.
That shit
Yeah.
crazy, and it sounded great.
Yeah, oh God, it's just one of those songs. Drop Dead Legs, 1984, number 7 on the list.
I don't think anyone picked this song off the album either. It's a great tune. Top Jimmy.
That's a great song.
Yeah, I was shocked no one picked that one.
Yep. So we go to number 6 with Patrick.
Easily my favorite song on the 5150 record is the title track. I have never heard an intro to a song in my entire life that rocked as fucking hard as the intro to 51 fucking 50. It is beautiful. It leaves me speechless sometimes because it's just so fucking good. It's what, like a minute and 35 seconds before you even get to any vocal on it for a commercial radio rock band, and you don't miss vocals in it at all because it's just so fucking perfect.
But the build to it with Alex's drumming is just fucking killer.
God, it's
He
amazing.
keeps adding another part to it. It's cymbals, and it's the snare, and then it's the bass drum. It's like, this was the one song out of anyone picked. I was like, you motherfucker, because that was going to be my next. Yeah, that was going to be my next pick because that's my favorite song with Sammy. And then you picked it. I'm like, you dirty fuck. God damn it. That's the only one I really felt that way with. But yeah, it's a great fucking song.
Yeah, it's magical.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
exact same thing, Brian. I said, fuck. Because
I didn't think it'd go that soon.
me either.
I figured I got my number 1, I'm good. And number 2, 5150. The rest, I'm good.
Yeah.
And when you picked that, I was like, who the fuck's picking that so early? What the shit?
That young little kid.
That's right, you young whippersnappers.
God damn it. I was pissed on that one too, because unlike so I thought the old shit was going to just fly off the shelf.
Right.
So I picked the song I picked early. And then he picks this one. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's when I was like, all right, it's on. I'm not fucking around no more.
Yeah.
This got real. This just got real.
Yeah.
Round 2, it got real.
Now we're gonna throw down.
Yeah, now it's a thing. But the funny thing is,
number 2 for sure.
What's that?
It would have been my number 2.
Yeah, I think I'm surprised how many people would have grabbed that one. I was surprised it went so early. But there was the story behind that. Sammy was just new to the band, and Eddie they're in the hotel. He's asleep, and the phone rings like at 3 a.m. And it's Eddie. He's like, check this out. Check out this riff I just came up with. And it was the intro to 5150. And Sammy was like, I think we got something here. We got something together here. This is going to work out. Yeah. Playing that thing. Imagine Eddie Van Halen playing that lick 3 a.m. over the phone. Shit.
Just the lyrical core, the lyrics to the chorus are absolutely
Oh,
fantastic.
yeah.
I
There's
mean,
not a flaw in that song. It's so great.
that's the beauty of the 5150 record in my book, is that I've said this on some of Guru's videos. We just put out a Van Halen video today.
What? He's not a fucking fan of this shit.
Well,
yeah, like Pat
Ed
agreed with
educated.
this.
Yeah.
Him and Ryan talking about Whitesnake, and they like 2 albums. What the shit? Yeah, I like 2 albums, and that's it. This is what I think about Whitesnake.
But what I was going to say is that if you go back and you watch some of the press that they did prior to the release of 5150, it's not surprising to me at all that it's not that people didn't hold their breath to hear the music, but I don't think people were all that worried like they were when they heard Gary fucking Sharon was in the band, because they oozed confidence about what they were doing. And they were telling people, oh, no, it's the best music we've ever made. And you believed it.
Yeah, but every artist, it's the best album.
Of
But
course.
it's different from an artist that sold so many records, I feel like. And when you watch it, there was a great red carpet that they did at the MTV Awards with him, where Alex is just cutting everybody off, going, oh, no, it's the best thing. I mean, this is Van Halen 2.0, and it's way better than what we ever did. And
a part of that is a dig on Dave.
Oh, absolutely. But my point is, people bought it. And they weren't worried about going out and checking it out, because the album did phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, 5150 fucking sold. And not just on the name Van Halen. It sold because of the quality of the music was there.
I think that's a big part of it, where you got a new guy singing for you and you got to put up or shut up. If that album sucked, I don't know how much we hear of Van Halen after 86.
Oh, absolutely. It would have buried him.
Yeah.
Yep. If they came out with Van Halen 3 with Gary Sharon.
Or OU 812 was the first one with Sammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no rebounding from that.
Nope. Agreed. 100%. Oh, God, I love that song. Anyways, move on to number 5. Jason.
I don't even need to explain after this why. I'll just say the song and we can even move on. It's off the debut, Running with the Devil.
Great tune.
Running with the Devil.
Let's put it this way. Eddie Van Halen's known for being a guitar god and all the solos and stuff. But if you were on with listen to Van Halen from day one, the first thing you heard, Michael Anthony's bass.
Yep.
That bass intro is just
the drop a half step and just thump away. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it exactly. It just thumps and it grabs you right from the beginning, and
we don't have to say much more.
It's going to be a good song just when you hear the bass.
Absolutely.
Well, someone put a video out I want to say 15, 20 years ago on YouTube where it's just David Lee Roth's voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hilarious. It's not the rest of the music. It's hilarious. And he's got that dumb whistle thing, and it sounds so weird. But in context of the song, it fucking works. But by himself, it sounds hilarious.
That's funny.
Well,
I heard that.
Just shows the absolute musicianship of that band.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it's not a crazy guitar thing, it's not. I could play that one.
Can you do the solo though?
No, I can't do
that. That's where it comes in. That's really like, oh shit.
But I mean, it's it's not your typical, oh my God, the rhythm or the riff. As hard as any solo out there, So it's it's just a simple riff, and it fucking is effective.
It works, yeah.
Yep. Great pick. Number 4, Bryan.
My favorite band, my favorite song off my favorite album by them, in a simple rhyme from Women and Children First. Fucking adding any songs after this, obsolete, moot points, don't even bother. This song is the classic quintessential Van Halen song. Eddie kills on it. The background vocals are on point. Dave is doing Dave. And I mean, Michael Anthony slaying it on the bass. And one thing, Alex Van Halen, he plays like Keith Moon on this song.
He does.
And it's got ups and downs, peaks and valleys. It's an awesome roller coaster ride from start to finish. Lyrics are great, fantastic fucking song. Like I said, it's my favorite song by this band. I mean, ain't life grand when you finally hit it? I'm always a sucker for a real good time. Woke up in life to find I almost missed it. Ain't I glad that love is blind?
Yep.
Fucking just great song. Unbelievable. I might as well throw in that little thing at the end, the dent, the dent, the dent, bent. That was meant to lead into the next album. They would have had other plans for the follow-up. And like we said before, they ended up going darker on Fair Warning and just threw the whole idea out the window. But if you listen to any original copies of it, there's a long delay before that kicks in. You listen to the like streaming stuff, it happens right after, and it's like that's not how that's supposed to be. But yeah, their best song ever. They didn't really did anything like on this level. I mean, like a lot of great songs, but yeah, this is my absolute favorite song by them.
I had to go listen to it. I didn't know that one, but yeah, it is really fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you picked that so that it made me reach and look. I know I had heard it before, but it just didn't click with me. So then I do like you do when we do these lists. I go and if there's a song I don't know or I forgot about, like Humans Being, I forgot about that song, and I went back and listened to that one. Holy shit! How did I forget about this song? That's kind of the same way it was with this. I was just like, holy shit, that's really good. So great pick.
Yeah, this is one I didn't think was going to go early, but I wanted to make sure I had my favorite song. I snatched this up as soon as I could.
Yeah, I kind of fucked that up, but I still got my favorite song. So, okay, let's move on to number 3 with me. And off the debut, I got Ain't Talking About Love. And everybody knows this song. You don't really need to talk about it much.
It's a classic.
It's a fucking classic. It's got one of the coolest guitar riffs. Everybody knows it, and it's just a great song, and I love it. So that's why I picked it. Well, I fucked up and picked that because I thought Old Shit was going to go really fast, which the first two songs you'll notice, those were, yeah, definitely would have been not there had it come to me. So, yeah, but Ain't Talking About Love, number 3.
Amazing song, and I don't think anybody who listens to rock music hears the opening notes to that and doesn't know who it is.
Right.
Your story.
You hear that riff and you just know it's going to be a good tune. It's just
there, so cool. There was a South Park episode where they wanted to get all the major religions, finally agree on something, and all the symbols of Islam, Judaism, and Christianity all blend together to form the VH from Van Halen. And they come out and start playing that song, and the crowd's going nuts and shit for it. But David Lee Roth, in an interview about 20 some odd years ago, was asked about differences between Van Halen with him and with Sammy. And he was like, "You look at the song, Sammy. With Sammy, they had "How Do I Know When It's Love? When It's Love." We had "Ain't Talking About Love." So there's your difference. okay, Dave, you're right about that.
That was on Rogan, yeah.
I was on. He did that. I don't think it was Rogan the first time. Maybe he did it again.
He said the same thing on Rogan.
Did he? Yeah. It's just exactly what it is. There's your difference. That's why
the
earlier shit is so much better.
Yeah, okay.
I was waiting for a reaction. Jason just smiled.
Nothing to say. Yeah.
Well, whatever. Let's move on. Number 2, Patrick.
My favorite Van Halen song of all time, and I mean, it's fantastic. Is Mean Street, and
unbelievable too.
Unbelievable song, and talk about the darkness of the Van Halen lyrics. You close your eyes and you listen to that song, and you fucking if you've ever seen National Lampoon's Vacation, when they pull off in East Louisiana or whatever, and they're in the bad part of town, and they're getting like the hubcaps ripped off, and somebody's spray painting honky lips on the side of their
honky lips.
I'm like, that's Mean Streets.
Yeah.
Like when I close my eyes and listen to that song, I think of that scene, and I'm like, oh shit, we have hit Mean Streets.
Yeah.
And, I gotta say, the day after M3, I went and fucking watched that entire show, and thank God people filmed it because it was perfect. It was fantastic. And when he played Mean Street, it was fucking kick-ass. And I love the background singers he's got because they added to that whole Mean Street piece, and it's just an exceptional song, and it's my favorite Van Halen song ever. And that is like the meanest guitar riff ever, too.
Oh, I was just
So
gonna
fucking
say,
sick.
It's just kick ass. Oh yeah.
so good.
Lord, strike that poor boy down.
Yeah.
Oh, so goddamn good.
Yeah, it's a great song.
That's
That's
another one I am
my,
not
my
lowering.
favorite Van Halen song.
Yeah, I'm raising the volume on that, and I don't care where I am. Me, the maternity ward in the hospital, I'm still raising the volume on it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. The babies are all sleeping. Too bad.
Dude, tough shit, kid. This is life. Deal with it. I'm gonna
I'm
raise you
sure-
right now.
I'm sure when Bryan had a kid, he put the headphones on the child and turned Mean Street on.
For sure.
If I had a kid,
No, I said with your kid.
when Eddie Van Halen died, it must have been a good month, 2 months. That's all I played.
Yeah.
And my son was like, "Oh, Daddy, can you put something else on? I can't." No, you don't say a word. You don't say a fucking word when Van Halen.
Daddy's in mourning.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Daddy is mourning.
Yeah, that's right. Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to
I
mourn.
did the same thing with Prince.
Mhm.
Really cool. Awesome pick. And we move on to our first song that was taken in the draft, and that was by Jason. Bring us home.
All right, fellas. And this is, even though I've been very vocal about I am a Van Hagar guy, my number one all-time Van Halen song is a Roth song,
Of course it is.
and it's off Fair Warning, and it is the quintessential opening tune for a lot of Van Halen concerts I've seen with Dave and such, and that's Unchained.
Mhm.
And this is all I'll say. Like when I got my introduction to Van Halen, like 84 and an MTV, we didn't have MTV in Canada. It was like Much Music wasn't even big
Yeah,
yet.
some subpar copy.
Yeah, you just got your Friday Night Videos was big on NBC, or there was a video hit show a couple days a week at 4:30, but whatever. So I don't know if it Van Halen was catching on, I guess. But so what a lot of these record companies were doing was taking live shot concert footage and making them into videos.
Mm-hmm.
So we all know the Unchained video of the giant commercial stacks up to the ceiling, Dave doing the big splits off
In the
this.
air.
I mean, how many kids saw that back in the day when we were young and said, I want to do that for a living.
Yeah.
I want to be David Lee Roth. And I was no different, man. Like, I just thought, man, I've seen Jump and I've seen this and I bought the album, but fuck, what record is that? That song is the greatest thing I've ever heard. And to this day, I mean, that opening riff, you just reach down to your thing. We don't listen to radio anymore when we're streaming in the car on our Apple Music. But when Unchained comes on, I think all four of us can all agree we'll just reach over to the volume and turn that fucker up.
Yep. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, hey Dave, that suit is you. Come on, Dave, give me a break. Hey, one break coming up.
Right.
Oh, it is a classic fucking Van Halen song.
Yeah.
I remember that video too, seeing it on MTV.
Yep.
And that opening riff, you're raising the volume on it. It's iconic.
And for me, that's, when I went and saw A Different Kind of Truth or whatever it was, when I went and saw it with Dave, that's the song they opened for.
Yeah.
And then the fool came out in his sparkly blue jacket and slid across a shuffleboard thing on the stage. And I was like, oh no.
Awesome.
But nonetheless, I was breathing the same air as Eddie Van Halen. And that
did you see an opening act with them?
Yeah, it was Cool in the Gang.
We were supposed to see the same thing. And show starts and it's also here. I'm like, fuck yeah. You don't gotta wait with deal with an opening act. It's goddamn Van Halen's coming on. My wife was pissed. Like, I wanted to see Cool in the Gang. I'm like, it's legend. Don't say anything. Just like my son, shut up when Eddie Van Halen's playing.
I will say at that show though, Cool in the Gang was amazing.
I would have liked to see that. Did I see them later on? I think I might have seen them at a golf tournament. I think it was them. No, it was KC and the Sunshine Band. No, it wasn't Cool in the Gang. It wasn't Cool in the Gang.
But actually, chance I ever had was on their Balance tour, and the openers were Brother Kane and Skid Row on Subhuman Race.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good pair.
Yeah,
God, there's a waste of a $30 ticket. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, actually, that Cool in the Gang was on that bill because David Lee Roth loved all that kind of shit.
Yep.
He was a big fan. I think it was him. It was him and Eddie Van Halen, I think, saw Cool in the Gang when they were, struggling musicians. And they come out and two guys try to mug them. Like, give us all your money. And Dave just went, look at the way we're dressed. What makes you think we have money? And the guy looked at him and went, fuck, and just walked away. He just walked away because they had nothing. Poor musicians with no cash.
That's awesome. Well, that was fun, to say the least, and I appreciate you guys for coming on the show. I really, really do. You know this, Bryan. This editing bullshit sucks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. It's sure.
But
it's time consuming.
it is. It's time consuming. I've been doing it all day. So I really appreciate when you guys come on. I really do. It was a really fun episode. A lot of laughs. You guys are great. So I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me and discussing this. This is a great topic. It was great because I'm not super knowledgeable about Van Halen, but you guys are, and it's fucking awesome. I love listening to you guys. You guys have tons of knowledge, and I love hearing it, and it makes me better. So I appreciate it.
Oh, it's my favorite band. I appreciate you having me on for this.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it a lot too. Thank you so much for the invite.
Yeah, it was super fun, and I appreciate it, and we're gonna do it again sometime, I'm sure. I'll think of something else.
Kick Tracy songs.
Yeah.
I'm out.
It's a one album EP.
Got a little kind of a funny Michael Spicer, the guy I got the record from. I mentioned to him, how I knew you and whatever, and that you're going to be on, and we're going to do this Van Halen thing. And he goes, 10 songs from Gary Cherone, I'm sure of it, right? I said, of course. But I thought that was pretty funny.
Right. I got one. Oddly, no songs from Diver Down.
That's not odd.
Really? No, you're right. Yeah.
There's some decent songs on that.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That wasn't meant to happen, though. That was the thing. They were pigeonholed into making an album and they really weren't ready for it.
Yeah. Yep. All right, gentlemen. Thank you again. I appreciate it. We'll be in touch. And that's it for this week's Rock Resurgence Radio. Keep the volume cranked, the fist pumping, and the spirit of rock and roll alive. We'll be back next week with more Sonic Mayhem. Until then, stay loud, stay proud, and keep fucking rocking. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really hope you enjoyed our content. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. We'd greatly appreciate it. Links to everything we discussed will be included in episode notes. Feel free to check those out as well. Until next time, stay golden, Pony Boy, and rock on.